Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ed Burns Arena, where we bring you the second match of our doubleheader between the Arlington Spy Ponders and the Belmont Marauders. Earlier in the boys' game, we skated to a 2-2 tie through overtime. It was a fantastic game. And Miles, if we get half the game that we're in for a good show.
Yeah, we are.
The Arlington girls are looking to get back in the win column after a loss to Winchester.
First loss of the season.
What can you tell us about this Belmont team, Miles?
Belmont, good, solid team. Should expect a good game today against the number 6 Spy Ponders.
So we are about to bring you the national anthem and be back shortly. So we are set to bring you high school hockey action between Arlington and Belmont. Belmont 3-3 on the season.
Yep. Division 2 team. They're number 26 in Division 2 in the rankings versus this number 6th ranked Spy Ponders team.
These teams have played previously in the first game of the year, Miles.
Yep. 1-0 victory for the Spy Ponders. And with the firepower that the Spy Ponders team, that suggests a good goalie for the Belmont Marauders. And that would be Bridget Gray, the senior goalie.
Interesting to see how Arlington has a response in them after a pretty thorough loss to Winchester.
Winchester controlled most of that game.
Yep.
It's coming off a great start to the season, starting 6-0. Kind of a shock loss.
So we are set to get underway. Faceoff is controlled by Arlington and sent in and kept in by Keneally. Driving down low, she button hooks and flips it behind the net. And no one seems to be able to fall on it. It's helped along, and Vulgari comes up with it. And coming back the other way now, Duffy couldn't get to that puck for Belmont. Circling all the way around is Broughton. And kept in by Belmont. Down low, turnaround shot from Keller. Couldn't find anybody. And it gets sent in and dumped in. Vulgari tries to find Broughton in the slot, but it gets broken up. Coming back the other way now are the Marauders. Mia Taylor. She gets broken up at the blue line. Helped along, Broughton. And in the middle now, trying to spin and gain the puck was Sadie Taylor. Taylor walking along the half board. She's got Broughton on her. Centering pass, but no one seemed to be able to be there. Charlotte Wright was the closest Belmont player. And Sadie and Mia Taylor playing on the same line. They couldn't find each other. And coming up the other way, Partridge. Partridge regained it in the neutral zone. But that set down should be an icing.
Very back and forth early. Not much action for either team.
Not too many chances either way. We are 2 minutes into the action here. Face-off is won and controlled by Belmont. Gretchen Hanley gets it in deep. Helps it along to Ruby Jones. She's unable to control, gets the puck knocked off by Felton Quinn. Knocked behind and sent up. Partridge couldn't find Keneally. And they battle in the neutral zone. Somebody lost their stick. And a drive, beautiful. And it wouldn't go off the post.
I thought that was in.
Off the crossbar. The left raved it.
Beautiful shot by Corsetti, and I guess it just missed the bar.
Libby Corsetti absolutely shelved it, but went off the bottom of the post, and it could be a 2-on-1 for Belmont. In all alone with a shot, and a nice save there by Labarge. Centering pass. Couldn't find anybody. That breakaway was Devin Kelleher. One of the best chances that we've seen so far. As there's a shot and a nice save by Bridget Gray, the senior goalie. So chances for both teams, 11:21 remaining in the first. Face-off one, Broughton sends that one in to Partridge, who pivots and sends it up. Broughton's shot just misses the net. The Belmont bench seems to have about 9 coaches on it.
Yeah, they have a lot.
They have a lot of coaches. As a looping shot for Taylor went over the net. And Vulgari tries to chip it by, but she's met there nicely by Lola Rochi. It gets kept in by Vulgari. And they tie up, but it's only as far as Felton Quinn, who sends a shot on goal, and it falls, but no issue for Gray.
Now that the game's opening up, there's been mostly chances for the Spy Ponders. Felton Quinn takes that puck, skates a little with it, shot. There was a rebound available, but eventually it is covered up.
Here's a chance that was tipped wide. Shot by Krapelka. That gets kept in, but coming back the other way is Long. With speed, driving wide. That puck went off the side of the net.
That took a very nice bounce.
Bounced out in front, but no Belmont stick was waiting for it. As here's a chance in front, and a nice save. The puck is loose, and it gets covered up by Labarge.
Labarge finds that puck, digs through the pile of sticks, grabs that puck, covers it up. 9:57 remaining in this first period.
Face-off controlled by Belmont. Broughton tries to send it out, but wasn't able to. And here comes Partridge. 1-on-3, looking for some help. Vulgari's behind her, and she sends it all the way around where Keneally will try to get to it. And that shot is sent on net and deflected away. Partridge down low, loses an edge. Broughton sends one on net, but it couldn't get through the traffic. And sent down for what should be an icing.
9:10 remaining in this first period.
So,
as the second line will go out there with Corsetti, Krapelka, and Broughton.
Just about 6 minutes gone in the first. And
now a chance for Belmont.
Belmont controls. It could be a 2-on-1. And a nice play there, but a centering pass. Nice play there by the Arlington defender. I believe that was Jenna Partridge to break things up. Now Arlington tries to break out. Corsetti goes around the boards. And she finds Krapelka. Gets sent up. And a chance for Mia Taylor, but it gets broken up there
by O'Day.
By O'Day. They need to get that changed on the roster.
Yeah.
Devin O'Day wears number 8, but number 6 on the roster, and there's no number 6 on the Arlington roster.
There, I changed it on the roster.
Just, somebody needs to do something about that. 8 minutes remaining in the first. Good game going so far, back and forth. Good chances for both teams. And Partridge ends up with it in the neutral zone. Keneally with her 2-on-2. Keneally sends it on net and a nice stick save by Gray. There's a chance, a bouncing puck in front. It fell to Vulgari, but it wouldn't go. Helped along and met there. Nice saucer pass by Rochi. No, excuse me, that was Pisuk. And here is Pisuk gaining the blue line. On her backhand, tried to find Keller on the far post, but Labarge's glove was in the way. .7:05 remaining in the first, still scoreless. Face-off is won by Arlington, and Broughton is unable to get it past Townsend.
And so going to the
we will have
Arlington
a
bench.
face-off in the neutral zone. Krupelka tries to maintain possession. And first one to that puck all the way around is Broughton. Controlling behind the net. She gets met there by Townsend. And trying to bank it out, and they do. Broughton tries to find Krupelka, who will circle all the way around and circle the other way. She headbands it up, and a nice self-pass there by Broughton, dropping it for Corsetti, who circles around and button hooks, tries to shake a defender, had the centering pass there, but no one was home. Arlington players run into each other. That was Keneally and Broughton. And trying to break out, swiping at it, was Jill Costa for Belmont. She was unable to find anything. And Vulgari with a shot from the high slot couldn't get through the Belmont defender. Five and a half minutes remaining in the period. Circling around, and a turnover for Arlington.
Haven't had many high danger chances since that Corsetti shot and the break going the other way after it.
O'Day circles and finds Partridge in the neutral zone. Her shot couldn't get through. And a bouncing puck once again doesn't get through. Broughton sends it on net, forces a pad save out of Gray. Now with space, trying to get things going for the Marauders. Mia Taylor turns it over, and Krupelka through the neutral zone just flips it in. All the way around and helped along. Corsetti finds Broughton, who headmans it up to Keneally. Keneally runs into Rochi and Vulgari, but it falls to Keneally. And Vulgari circles, and a shot, and a nice blocker save. Puck is loose. Partridge is on it, and another save out of Bridget Gray.
One thing I've noticed is Belmont has done a good job of getting in the shooting lanes to the Spy Ponders, not letting them get the best possible shots off.
Puck is won. Keneally and a nice save there by Gray. Krupelka now with speed. Tries to drive wide and misses the net. Taylor could be a 2-on-1. And it's a breakaway in alone, and she scores! Lily Duffy!
Lily Duffy took it on the outside of the defender for the Spy Ponders and slides it through the legs of LaBarge to put the Marauders up by 1.
That was a great pass by Jill Costa, who got things going out of the neutral zone, and it was all Duffy from there. She came in, drove wide, had a 2-on-1 and made it a breakaway.
Here she comes again.
And here comes another 2-on-1. Oh, I think she thought it was offsides.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. So 1-0.
Maybe with these refs, it might have been offsides.
Yeah, could have been. Could have been. So 3 minutes remaining, 1-0. And for the second game in a row, Arlington falls behind in the first period.
I can't really tell what the difference is.
I can't believe they called that unassisted. That's a crime to Jill. Jill Costa got an assist on that. She made a great pass, great breakout pass.
I can't really pinpoint what the difference between these last two games and then the first two games, the one against Wakefield, where they scored 7, has been.
It's been an interesting ride here the last 2 games for this Spy Ponder team. They've been unable. It's really been the offense. They just haven't been able to create the chances that they were earlier in the year. As Keneally blew a tire. And is that icing? No, it's not. Racing to the puck there is Sadie Taylor. Nice play. And she ends up with the puck. Centering pass went to her sister. And Taylor with another chance, and that one went by the goal mouth. Up top now. And a shot on net. Looked like could have been goalie interference on Taylor. She was battling in front. She tipped it again. And a great shift from Sadie Taylor. And here's a chance in front of the net. Oh, and they missed the net. The other Taylor.
Taylor is sitting in front of that net, being a nuisance to LaBarge right now.
Sadie Taylor causing all sorts of issues. Of course, Sadie tried to get by, but wasn't able to. A great shift from both Taylor, Sadie, and Mia. And another great chance with 1 minute remaining. It is 1-0 Belmont. Kropelka trying to get things going. Down below is Broughton. Up to Jones, who finds Taylor, who sends a bouncing puck in on LaBarge, no issue. 35 seconds remaining in the period. And taken down. No protest or call. Ruby Jones went down as Broughton went boards and out. 15 seconds left. And could be a chance for Partridge with 8 seconds, but it gets broken up. And that'll do it for the first period. So the Belmont Marauders lead the Arlington Spy Ponders by a score of 1-0. Miles, this Arlington team has not been able to get going the last 4 periods.
They're not playing with energy. They just look like they're going through the motions, and they need to make a change. They need to play with energy. They want to build momentum going into playoffs, which are in a while away, but still, you can't lose games in the stretch.
That's right. So 2 standout players in that period, Sadie and Mia Taylor, causing all sorts of issues for the Spy Ponders team, along with the goal scorer, Lily Duffy. And so we're going to take a short break and be back after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ed Burns Arena, where we bring you this girls Middlesex League action. And the Belmont Marauders have the number 9 team in the state on the ropes, Miles. Number 6 team in the state on the ropes.
Yeah, it's 1-0. Belmont's playing with more speed, more energy, and it shows on the scoreboard.
It is a 1-0 game, and we are about to begin the second period. And we are underway. And a chance for Belmont right off the drop. Got broken up and sent back in, but it was offsides. And coming back the other way, Partridge with a shot and a mask save. Gray must not have been able to see it. And it went right off her mask and sent down for icing.
It's a good first shift. You get that shot on net.
So a chance for both teams, 40 seconds in. An early answer from Arlington, but we will see as they set up Krapelka in a shooting position, and they get it to her. Unable to clear, and still don't. Kept in there
Felton Quinn.
by Felton Quinn. Kept again by Krapelka. And circling back. Broughton finds Krapelka, and it was broken up there by Rochi. There's a shot and a glove save by Gray. Shot was by Mia Culhane.
This is more of the team I remember. They're playing better now, getting shots on net, testing Gray.
Vulgari to take the face-off. And won by Belmont, but Keneally steals it right off of him. And Vulgari tries to get it up to the defenseman, but wasn't able to, and it's a race to the puck. Ruby Jones is unable to for Belmont. Jenna Partridge gets there first. And a nice pass through the neutral zone. Partridge carries. Keneally is on the far post. Can they get it to her? They try, and it was broken up. And coming up carrying is Ruby Jones. Sticked away by Labarge. And Partridge one-on-one. Takes a shot, and she misses the net. Nice shot there, but was unable to find the net. Keneally goes down, and carrying it through is Costa. She finds Kelleher, a bouncing puck. It fell to Lily Duffy, but she was unable to control it, and we have an icing.
Rossetti was trying to find Krapelka on there, just a little bit too far in front of her, and it goes all the way down for an icing with 12:20 in the second.
So 12:20 remaining in the second. Just about 3 minutes gone, and can Krapelka get to this puck? She is able to, and a nice save there by Gray.
Gray played that as if she knew Krapelka was going to get the puck, and
as Gray covers up.
She might be able to keep her team in this game, and Belmont comes away with the upset.
And we're seeing a little bit of a surge here from the Spy Ponders. Better shifts, chance by Krapelka there. chipped out and finds Taylor, who gives it a go from distance, and Labarge had trouble catching it. So the puck is still in control. Belmont behind the net. And they're unable to keep it in. And a turnover in the neutral zone. Partridge, but gets it stolen back by Taylor. And kept in. Should have been offsides. And
call it late.
Is.
11:25 remaining in the second period. As the second line for the Spy Ponders will take the draw. Corsetti, Kropelka, and Broughton.
Nice save there from Broughton, and it was helped along, but couldn't find the net. Corsetti tipped it right in the slot.
Broughton's had a good game so far.
Taylor Broughton.
Yeah.
As there is her sister, Riley, who was unable to control it in the neutral zone. And here comes Corsetti. She wins the puck. She's got Broughton in the middle. She tried to flip it over Gray, but was unable to. And it's sent up. O'Day banks it. And a bouncing shot doesn't reach Gray. Kropelka goes around the net. Corsetti tries to center it. Unable to, and it's in! I'm not sure how that went in. It bounced off somebody's skate.
Arlington has gifted another goal, just like last game.
Corsetti was first down the line. I'm not sure who they're going to give credit to.
It just snuck in.
A bouncing puck beat Gray.
It feels a lot like the Winchester game.
And it is 1-1 with 10:24 remaining in the second.
This time, though, the Spy Ponders need to capitalize on this chance.
There was a chance. Raise, you were saying that. And they give credit to Kropelka, interestingly. As Vulgari got it broken up behind her, and that's offsides.
And so the Spy Ponders tie it up off what I presume was an own goal. Couldn't really tell.
We didn't have a great angle on it. Just ended up
in the net.
In the net, basically. As here comes Keneally from the top of the circle, a drive, and a nice glove save there by Gray.
The game has opened up a lot more now in this second period. Takes an odd bounce.
Sent all the way down. Duffy's unable to get to it. Broughton has to go all the way behind. She tries to reverse it up. And there's a chance loose in front. Duffy, and is the net off?
Or just an early whistle.
Just a whistle. Okay, so 9:22 remaining. Score remains at 1. Puck back in the neutral zone. Townsend has to circle back to get it. She sends it in. O'Day gives it right up to Pusick, who sends a shot, but it was blocked. And Keneally carries, gains the red line, 1-on-4. Gets it broken up, but it falls to Partridge and forces a save out of Gray.
.8:53 in the second. As the line that scored the last goal will be out there once again.
Face off won by Belmont, kept in by O'Day. And sent out and down. O'Day has to try to get it out. She cannot. It gets sent in, tipped, a save. It's still
What
loose.
a save!
And a great save there by LaBarge.
She
But the
reaches
damage is
over.
not done yet. Arlington still has to get it out. Corsetti tries to get it up to Kropelka. It's kept in. And still in. Taylor, it's stuck in her skates. Kropelka can finally get it out and slaps it over to Corsetti.
Amazing 2 saves by LaBarge.
Oh, and going down hard was Rochi. She got taken down by Corsetti.
And
Belmont will head to the power play.
That'll be the first power play of the game for either team.
So 7:52 remaining. Belmont will head to the power play in a 1-1 game. There's a Belmont player late getting on the ice, so it was a 4-on-4 face-off, but they kept it in. So how will Belmont shape up this power play? Duffy's shot was unable to get through. She's on top of the point, goes D to D. A shot was blocked and sent down.
I would think that Taylor would just sit in the crease.
Similar to, yeah.
Similar to that one shift that she had earlier.
I would agree. Duffy will look to get things going for the Marauders. But broken up in the neutral zone, but moving quickly, trying to catch Arlington on a change. They get it up, but it's broken up there in the neutral zone. Here is Taylor finding Duffy. And with a minute left on the power play, they'll look to get things going.
Great kill early.
Really
From the
nice
Spy
kill
Ponders.
here from the Spy
Kept it in
Ponders.
the neutral zone for most of the time.
40 seconds remaining on the power play, 6:30 left in the period, and Taylor's unable to control that pass. So they have to circle all the way back around, try to get the puck in the zone on the power play. Goes opposite corner, but it will be an icing.
On the power play.
The one thing you can't do.
Yeah.
So 25 seconds on the power play, 16-16 in the game, and this is not the power play that the Marauders were looking for.
As we'll have Keneally take the draw for the Spy Ponders.
Keneally kind of controls the face-off. Now she does. Sent in, but blocked, and that should just about do it for the power play. And it gets sent in with 5 seconds remaining. Keneally forces a turnover. She got a man in the middle, drags, the puck is loose, and they score! A short-handed goal!
For Kelsey Partridge.
Kelsey Partridge cleans up the rebound from Keneally.
Just as the power play ended.
And boy, did they need that.
To go up in this game is important. You don't need that goal.
5:48 remaining in the second. A huge goal. As Belmont regains possession in the Arlington zone, but Vulgari looks to break it out. It gets sent up. It was in Kropelka's skates. And Belmont cannot break out. Gets kept in the zone. there's a race for the puck. Kropelka gaining the blue line, tries a shot, but it got broken up. Dumped in. And trying to get it out. Headmanned up to Duffy, the goal scorer. And here she is again. And Knight forces a save out of LaBarge. Kept in by Belmont and behind the net. Kelleher was there, but now here comes Partridge. One-on-one. Tries a shot and it just missed. Turnaround shot by Keneally was blocked. With 4 minutes remaining, it's a 2-1 game. And backhanded up by Broughton. Kropelka circles. Tries a shot that was over Gray's head.
These passes back to the defenseman for the Spy Hunters have been a bit in the air. It's a very difficult situation for the defenseman to try and control that puck.
Yep. Kropelka forces a turnover. She's got a chance, and a nice save there by Gray.
3:18 remaining in the second period, where the Spy Hunters have scored 2 to go up 2-1.
3:18 remaining in the second. And Arlington starting to take over the game a little bit. Gets sent up. And Corsetti makes a move. Backhand shot was blocked. Could be a 2-on-1. Both Taylor sisters are there. And a long shot that was sent in and covered by LaBarge.
Chances for both teams with the Corsetti. She goes all the way around with the puck, cuts it towards the middle, backhand chance, doesn't really get through.
Face-off won by Arlington, but Belmont is in control. And it gets sent around. Broughton tried to chip it out, but was unable to. Long shot. Cannot find the net. And here comes Keneally. Got Partridge in the middle. Unable to get it over. Nice back check from Taylor. She eventually does find Partridge. Keneally goes for a change. Partridge looking. Finds a man, and that shot just missed the net. That was Corsetti. Long shot sticked away by Gray.
Kropelka is taking a rest, and Caroline Banks gets her first shift of the period, of the game, sorry.
Battle at the blue line. Won by the Spy Ponders. Gets sent in. Townsend will look to get things going for the Marauders. Trying to flip it out. Helped along there by Taylor, and a slap shot and a nice blocker save there by Gray. Walking the line, down on the half boards. Centering pass, but it bounced over Broughton's stick. Shot was again saved by Gray. Arlington really taking over now. Another shot. It's got behind Gray, and they score.
Riley Broughton with the goal from the point. Goes through some sticks and ends up in the back of the net past Gray. 3-1 Spy Ponders.
Spy
She's kind of surprised she scored.
Spy Ponders earned that shift,
Yeah,
earned that goal. A dominant minute and a half there results in the goal, and it is 3-1. The Spy Ponders stretch their lead with a minute remaining. As Krapelka's dumping got blocked by the ref. And Belmont coming back. Kelleher. Once again, this Arlington defense causing issues. Kelleher sends a bouncing puck in on net. That was no issue for Broughton. No, excuse me, Labarge.
Seven seconds remaining in this period.
5 seconds left. And that'll do it for as a late shot on net from Krapelka.
Krapelka shoots that straight at Rosie.
But that'll do it for the second period. Arlington scores 3. And
It's been a tale of two periods.
It has.
First.
And it is 3-1. Spy Ponders. We'll take a short break and come back after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ed Burns Arena, where the Arlington Spy Ponders lead the Belmont Marauders by a score of 3-1. Arlington put 3 on in the second period. Belmont led 1-0 after the first, but that second period was all Arlington, and that team that we're more used to seeing, wasn't it, Miles?
They came out in the second period.
So we are set to get underway here for the third period. Does Belmont have an answer in them? I'd say they need a quick goal, get some momentum on their side, especially the last 5 minutes of that second period was all Arlington.
And we do have a line change for the Spy Ponders, as Corsetti will be taking the draws for the first line instead of the second line, switching with Elena Vargas.
And Arlington had a centering pass there, but they weren't able to get it. And here comes Duffy. Duffy for Belmont. Gets broken up nicely by Broughton. And Corsetti one-on-one now with Pusick. Gets it deflected away. And Krapelka makes a nice play in the neutral zone. And gains it at the top of the circle. Tried to cut out wide, but was unable to. And Arlington is whistled for offsides 1 minute into the period.
It's a good chance early for Duffy, who already has the goal for the Belmont. She's slowed down a little bit and tried to take it to the left instead of just going straight at that net.
Taylor is able to race to that puck and send it in. Her sister's there after it. Sent up, but chipped out by Arlington. So Belmont has to tag up and go all the way back down. 3:35 remaining in the game. 13:35, excuse me, not 3:35, 13:35. As Vulgari sends it up, and a tip shot that was sent just wide. And it's kept in by Arlington. Vulgari slaps at it. I believe she's working with O'Day. No, excuse me.
Felton Quinn.
That's Felton Quinn. And still kind of battling along the half boards. Finally gets sent around. Vulgari and Rochi will look to break things out for Belmont, which they are able to do, but turn it over quickly once it gets out. So Corsetti circles all the way around, and now with a full head of steam tries to cut into the middle, but it got broken up there. Trying to break it out. Taylor finds her sister. Coming back. Belmont went for a change, so coming in now. And sent down, met in the neutral zone there. Pusick. Wong is unable to kick it in for Belmont. They finally do. And now Keneally with speed. She's got Corsetti ahead of her. She finds her. Partridge is in the middle. A shot just went over the net. And intercepted by Krapelka. Tries to drive wide. A nice kick save there by Gray.
Two good chances for the Spy Ponders. Corsetti and Krapelka. One goes wide, the other one on net with 4 rebound. No one there.
Belmont needs to find something, get something going. They're unable to get the puck in. O'Day goes D to D. Still unable to keep it in. And finally it gets sent all the way down. Unable to connect on the breakout pass. So Arlington maintains. Corsetti had a chance, but was unable to hold on to it. Kept in by Broughton and sticked away by Gray. That was not Broughton. That was Culhane. 22, not 23. As
Krapelka gets hit in the head by Taylor. Little tap with the stick.
Got a stick behind the head, but... And Partridge collects a pass and gets brought down. No call. Miles just launched his water bottle off our table here.
You did the same thing earlier.
Yeah, but the mics weren't on. I mean, and plus mine went to the right. Yours went straight forward. So sent in, 10 minutes remaining in the game. Here is Broughton. Gives it up to Culhane. And trying to get things going, but broken up in the neutral zone was Rochi. So 9:53 left. Still 2-goal game. Not out of it yet. Are the Belmont Marauders. Partridge does not get it out. It's kept in. Vulgari's knocked down. And dumped in. Taylor trying to race to that puck. Partridge beats her out. And sent all the way back out. Townsend Taylor flipped that one in. It's won by Arlington. But stepping up, and here comes Krapelka with a drive and directly into Bridget Gray.
That was one of Krapelka's first clean chances on net in this game. She's been really contained mostly. She has an amazing shot. We saw it in that Wakefield game where she scored 4. Just hasn't been able to display the skills.
We have not seen that.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
That same goal-scoring ability since that game.
I don't think we've seen a goal since that game from her.
I don't think. Yeah,
unless you count the one earlier in the game.
Well, they gave credit to her, so I guess that was the first goal that we've seen since then. But it gets kept in, and now Belmont gaining the red line, flipped in. Broughton, it was stuck in her skates, and she'll carry it up. Arlington gets a change, but stuck in the skates, gaining the blue line now. Sent all the way in.
It was Garrity Janger with her first shift of the game.
Carrying it now herself is Duffy. She's got speed, walks by Culhane. A shot, and she scores! Going coast to coast. Her second of the game is Lily Duffy, and this game isn't over yet.
No, it's not. She takes it with so much speed on the outside, takes an angle to cut in, and shoots it past.
So 7:48 remaining in the game. Lily Duffy goes coast to coast.
Beautiful goal.
Walks right by Mia Culhane and absolutely buries it. But here comes a nice save there from Gray on the shot by Keneally.
We still got 7:30 in this third period for Belmont to try and get one more.
So it's sent in, and here's Keneally again. But it gets broken up by Pusick, who's been steady all game. And there's a loose puck in front. It's still loose. Oh, and Corsetti had it on her stick, but couldn't. Another centering pass. Gray was down. A bouncing puck is unable to get through. And Arlington sends it up to the point. Little 1-2 on the half wall, and a nice save there by Gray.
The Spy Ponders were turning the energy after letting that goal in to try and make sure that this game doesn't get tied up and go to overtime.
6:53 remaining, 3-2 game. Belmont, Taylor controls, tries to find her sister, but was unable to. It gets sent up and broken up in the neutral zone. Taylor going in, beats O'Day to the puck. And can Belmont get something going? Somebody fell, I believe. Can't quite, that was Vulgari who lost an edge. And both Taylor sisters are in the corner. And Arlington is able to get it out. And could be a 2-on-1. Taylor gains the line and sends it into the opposite corner. Up top, a long shot that bounced by LaBarge. And sent all the way down for an icing. With 5:47 remaining.
At a certain point, Belmont may have to consider creating a line with the Taylor sisters and Duffy just to try and get that goal.
Duffy is on the ice. 2 goals already today. She was unable to get it through a couple of Arlington skates. And carrying it up is Partridge, the defenseman, all the way, driving wide, and she just missed the net. Keneally.
Great rush by Partridge.
Yep.
Something I want to see more of in the future. It's taking the defenseman.
Up to Broughton, and that pass was broken up. Broughton goes D-to-D with Partridge. Up to the other Broughton. Here's, that was Corsetti with a chance right on the slot. 5 minutes remaining. Can Belmont find another one? Gets bounced through. Belmont's able to get it out, and it will be, no, icing gets waved off. Icing gets waved off. So the clock remains running. Belmont can't keep it in. They had an opportunity. So they send it back in, try to establish a little bit of a forecheck. Sent out, kept in there by Belmont, and dumped back in. Rachi keeps the attack going. Behind the net now. Loose puck in front. It's in! They score! With 4:10 remaining. It's a tie game.
4:10. Belmont have done it in front of the net. They kept whacking at it, and it was tied.
We'll see who they give credit to. Ruby Jones is the first one down the line. And we have a tie game. There were a lot of sticks whacking at it. It found its way under LaBarge. And with
2 Belmont players all alone in front of the crease just whacking at it. And it's going to go in if you don't clear the people out of the crease.
So Jones gets credit for it. And we have a tie game with 4 minutes remaining. That's 2 goals in 3 minutes for the Marauders. Taylor now.
They stole it. They took away her goal.
I don't know if that was for the goal or the assist. But they announced that Avery Long.
Chance now.
And could be a 2-on-1. Corsetti gives it over. And unable to get it through. Below the net now. Up top. A drive from Culhane. Bouncing puck in front and a save by Gray. Behind the net now. Puck is loose, still loose. Corsetti circles around, tries a shot, and it looped over Gray's head. In now. Taylor's unable to reach for it. Arlington in the midst of a change, causing some issues for Belmont. 3 minutes remaining. 3-3 game. Sent up, Krapelka. Headman up through the neutral zone. Long was unable to have it. Partridge up to Krapelka, flips it in. And glassing out for Belmont. And here comes Duffy. Can she beat Partridge to the puck? She takes her down. Belmont with a chance now. Sending in front. Puck is loose. Oh, and it was on the doorstep. But no one was able to put it home.
There.
It's still loose.
Now Krapelka.
Krapelka, 1-on-2. Can Long chase her down? It gets broken up. 2:15 remaining in the game. Krapelka gaining the blue line. With time and space, tries a shot. It gets blocked. Broughton's unable to have it.
A minute 58.
Glassing out. Will it be icing? It will. Sadie Taylor's arguing that I believe Taylor Broughton touched it, but the refs did not wave it off. So 1:50 remaining, a 3-3 game. Keneally, along with Corsetti,
And that will be
and
icing
Broughton.
once again.
And it gets sent down for icing. So it's O'Day and Culhane on defense, Broughton, Corsetti, Keneally for Arlington. Both Taylors are out for Belmont, along with Rachi. Belmont is able to get it out with a minute 35 remaining. Broughton muscles Taylor off of the puck. Corsetti trying to get it. Broughton down low. There's a battle in the corner for it. It gets sent around to Keneally. She goes 1-2 with Corsetti. Up top to O'Day, who tries a shot. That gets blocked. It fell to Corsetti. She still got it. Oh, and she whiffed on the shot.
She had a chance there to put the Spy Pounders up 4-3 with a minute left. But she just whiffed.
1:05 remaining in the game.
We might be going to overtime like the boys did.
Could have 2 straight overtime games if something doesn't change in the next minute and 6 seconds. Partridge rims it all the way around, trying to find her sister, but she was unable to get it. Up top, Belmont unable to get it out. It's kept in by the Spy Ponders. Holding, and finally up. Coming now is Kelleher. She had it broken up in the neutral zone. Broughton was unable to go D to D. 35 seconds. Can Belmont get something late? It's kept in. A bouncing puck is still in. Here's a chance, and it's in! They
Belmont
score!
have come back!
Belmont has come back in the final 7 minutes and scored 3 goals. They lead 4-3 with 25 seconds remaining. It was tipped. I believe it was Evie Long. It was. It was kept in. And a long shot that was tipped wide and tipped into the net over the shoulder of LaBarge.
Wow.
And it is 4-3 with
late comeback for the Marauders.
With 24 seconds remaining. So now what's the plan for Arlington to try to get a quick goal in 24 seconds? Jeff Mead directing traffic.
Belmont goal scored by number 2, E.B. Long. Devin Kelleher and number 4, Lola Roach. 2 of 14 and 4.
Devin Kelleher had the shot from the point that was tipped into the net, by Evie Long. And we are now, the Spy Ponders find themselves in a position that they don't normally find themselves in.
Coach Jeff Mead was not talking about going forward, like for these next 24 seconds. He was talking about letting in that goal for a good amount of that timeout till just the end. Now he gives them the face-off assignments.
So they're not even worrying about winning the face-off. They're pulling the goalie now. 24 seconds. Can Belmont hold them just long enough? Keneally gaining the blue line. It gets sent in. 20 seconds, 15. It's Ayton in the corner by Duffy. Corsetti
10.
Carries it out in front. It's loose.
There.
Can anybody find to it? 7 seconds, 6. It gets sent down. One last shot for Arlington. It cannot get through. It's still a bouncing puck, and Belmont pulls off a win, a comeback, 4-3 victory in the final 7 minutes.
And it's a shocking upset as Belmont comes back.
What a win for the Belmont Marauders, as Arlington has now lost 2 games in a row.
2 shocking losses in a row that they felt before the game that they should have won.
And I'm at a loss for words right now. That was an unbelievable comeback. It was an unbelievable comeback. 2 goals for Lily Duffy. A fantastic day for Bridget Gray in net. And they turned it on. Turned it on in the 3rd period. Evie Long with a goal. And what a win for the Belmont Marauders. What a day of hockey here at Ed Burns Arena. 2 fantastic games. A tie in the boys' game and an unbelievable comeback in the girls. Final words, parting thoughts, Miles?
Just an amazing day for
amazing
hockey.
Amazing hockey. Middlesex League action never disappoints. So we will see you next time.